with our first live stream. You know, the past couple of weeks have been nothing short of challenging. Lots of ups and downs, lots of ins and outs. In fact, I'm actually feeling a little better now, considering that the market is seeming to be opening up, with the opening of bars and stuff as announced by the Prime Minister yesterday in short order, and the lengthening of the curfew time. You know, in life, things happen to us, but irrespective of what happens, it's how we take it and what it makes us in the end that determines the end result in mind. You know, I'm motivated to have this talk here with you today because of the mere fact of all the occurrences happening, and I know that other business persons and other employees who are out there are seeing challenges in this time. The whole idea of this chit chat is to try to shift our minds into seeing the positive and to, if you're already positive, reinforce the need for remaining that way. You know, change is good, change is inevitable, and with the distractions of what could be seen as bad, we might be able to find some good. My name is Fagan, owner and CEO of Printbig Limited, and we are in the business of allowing other business to grow through effective visual communication. I mean, you may have known us through our works in and around the island and the entire Caribbean region for varying customers in varying industries, both in manufacturing and retail. You know, we have been instrumental in ensuring that a lot of brands are present and consumers purchase. So that's our main purpose, really, to allow other people to grow. You know, today I'll be answering two questions, and at the end of the live, I'll be making a present. Well, I'll be offering something really special for all those, for the first 10 persons who choose to opt in to the offer. Is this a good time or a bad time? The truth is, we know so little about life. We don't know, we really don't know whether news is either good or bad. It really depends on how we choose to take it. You know, some time ago I was introduced to a story where there was a king who visited neighboring kingdoms. And in visiting neighboring kingdoms, the last kingdom he went to, the king gave him a pair of macaws. I mean, real beautiful parrots. It was the finest, nicest set of birds the king had ever seen before. Upon returning to his kingdom, he decided that he was going to pass on the responsibilities to a bird trainer, you know, to ensure that the birds are fed and kept in good order. A few days into arriving and handing over the birds to the bird trainer went over to the king and made him aware of a disturbing fact. He told him that one of the birds was flying majestically in the sky. I mean, the king was able to attest to that because he saw the bird in the mornings. However, the other just remained on the stoop that it was presented at upon arrival. The king, now disturbed by this, made an order, kind of like our Prime Minister, Paul, to have everybody come around and do as best they can to get the bird flying. I mean, persons came from far and wide, bird trainers from all over other kingdoms, and they just weren't able to get the bird to fly. He just sat there on the stool. He decided to evaluate if he could have somebody who understood birds in their natural habitat come by and get the bird flying. So he called on a farmer. After the farmer came, the following morning he woke up, he noticed that both birds were now flying high in the sky. Being all curious, he called the farmer to ask, hey, how did you get the bird flying? The farmer simply stated, well, you know, I cut the stump, I cut the stoop. With the absence of the stoop, the bird had no choice but to fly. We need to free ourselves from our comfort zone at times to explore new opportunities. We need to gather courage to find success beyond our capacity. You know, a lot of us have been in business, a lot of us have been in jobs, a lot of us have been in spaces that we get a little comfortable, and there was nothing to motivate us to move on to the next step. With the presence of the coronavirus, I've seen where persons have returned to faith. There's a revived appreciation for the healthcare system, for stay-home parents, and for teachers. There's now the ability for others, and for, well, by and large, myself included, persons looking to incorporate a virtual workspace. And there's a healthier lifestyle in the digital platform. I mean, persons are using social media in efficient ways as opposed to just gimmicks. The dinosaurs, as Wood said, they've really decided to go digital. I'm now here reaching you in this medium, in this way, and this is by far and large not the everyday activity. With all that said, and I think your head is now in the right place, how do we plan to meet the challenges ahead? I mean, you know, we have to cut costs wisely and revisit our business model. You know, I can tell you for Printbig, we started out doing just stickers in the early days, but as time passed, we grew into doing banners, signs, billboards, and large format overall. We opened this business in 2008, and all who can remember 2008 was a pretty tough time financially for a lot of persons. And we were still able to open at a low and still stay afloat with a positive mindset and shifting and juggling with the change in sale. The wind blows is how we angle our sales to determine how we propel forward. So again, we have to ask ourselves the question, is our current business model viable? Is how you operate your business presently, whether it be through your delivery, your production, is it still making sense? What products you're selling now, will they still continue to sell in life post COVID-19? The truth is, there was life before 9/11, and the life before 9/11 is different from life post 9/11. I mean, I'm going to the airport now. I remember going with my Jordans laced up. Now I'm going there in slippers because I want to ensure that when they tell me to take my shoes off, I don't have any problems, right? Life changed. The door we knew has closed, and there's another door in front of us filled with opportunities. The opportunities ahead is going to require that we get deep and creative. And I say we because we're all in this thing together. I mean, your business, my business, your business, place and space. My business, place and space. We all have to dig deep and get creative. We have to possibly consider things like new vendors. We have to include companies that might be flexible in their delivery and efficiency. Persons or vendors who are able to respect our budget and willing to assist in how we grow. I mean, in the end, we want to be able to come through this, not just surviving, but thriving. So we have to find ways to be thrifty and save money. A lot of times, what persons choose to cut first, though, is the marketing budget. And I can tell you, no, it's not the time to cut marketing at all. I mean, small and medium enterprises need to look at new marketing strategies. Revisit your web pages, ensure that the SEO is up. to Facebook posts and Google AdWords. Keep top of mind at all times. Um, you know, we need to ensure that when there's a shift, or if there is a shift, we're still top of mind with our existing customers and with new customers. And this is me just saying to you, we have to remain present. For marketing activities, I mean, we expect and I would recommend that you work hard, work smart to retain existing customer base, get more visible in front of your target market, and focus on driving conversion. A lot of times persons are out there, we're doing business, but not recognizing that the end in mind is not just to be saying, hey, we're in front of you, this is product A, this is product B, but also to focus on converting the sale. And of course, measure. If it's a case where you're going to be running a marketing campaign, introduce a new number that you can use to measure who is calling, when they're calling, what they're calling about, or have a splash page if it's a website. I can stay here and chat with you all day, but the truth is, we'll be having a webinar on Thursday, and for all who is interested in creating and enabling a way forward in this challenging time, by all means log in, because then we'll be discussing the business corona vaccine. Yes, boss, that was it. The business corona vaccine. We actually have it, and we'll be introducing it to you at that time. So feel free to, at the end of the live, leave your details in the area provided, link provided, and we'll reach out to you and give you the vaccine, because we'll have it. I did promise you at the end of the live a little goodie, and as such, we'll be giving away corona safety signs for the first 10 persons who actually log in and state an interest. Wish you all the best, guys, and win this together. Stay safe and stay strong.
Yes.